So even right here, as you can see, you obviously got the checkerboard floor, you know, for the Masonic checkerboard. Then you see how they had it, how Selena was standing. You know, it's like if you look at that shadow, you see how you can see the shadow right there. It's like falling. You know what I mean? You see all the red, so they already know they're gonna use Selena as the, you know, blood sacrifice. You see, falling onto the Masonic floor so they can raise up the J-Lo. But I'll get into all of that later on. But you know, obviously, you know, you see how it's like a light that's being shown, like in the spotlight. And remember how they said that Selena dies off in the Days Inn motel. So you see like the sunlight. So you know, I remember they always had that song, I can feel the rays of the sun on my skin, all that, feel the rays on your skin, and all of that stuff. You know, everybody loves the sunshine, you know, because Lucifer is the false light of the world, you know, blinding the minds of many, you know, trying to negate people's focus away from the sun of righteousness, the true son of God. So you see how, that's how you can see I already had her. And like that sunlight, you kind of see, I mean, I already know how they was going to take her out down the line. But as you can see too, they got her in front of that veil, that curtain. Same thing, you know, Nipsey Hussle. Remember Nipsey Hussle was in front of the curtain, you know. And you know, Nipsey Hussle died the same day, March 31st. Selena died March 31st. Bruce Lee's son, Brandon Lee, died March 31st. You know what I mean? Obviously on the movie, you know, it deals with the curtain, you know, it deals with the show. So you see all of that stuff dealing with that veil because, you know, when you understand Matthew 27:51, and behold, the veil of the temple was rent and trained from the top to the bottom, and the earth did quake and the rocks did rent. So, you know, when Christ was crucified, the veil was split and the rocks did rent. So I'll get into all of that in a minute. But this is very important to understand. So, you know, that's why I was saying how they want to blind the minds of many. That's what Lucifer do. You know, he blasphemes heaven all day long, as it's written. So let's delve deeper into this. All right, so when you understand will, you know, when you understand the name will, you know, the William, you know, Exodus 3:14, the Father says he's the I am that I am. That goes to the will of I am, the will of God. You know, the circle of life, you know, the Alpha and Omega, the beginning and end, the eternal one. So look at this right quick. This is all symbolic of, you know, the Son of God symbology. You know, he's the Son of God. You got Pennywise, who's the mocking clown, you know, representing, you know, the blasphemy against heaven. So now I'll explain why I show it in a second.
That's you? Shut up. Shut up. I can't hear you. I know who this is. You're not gonna scare me. Here come Willie boy. Do it act. I can't hear you. I'm done being scared. I can't hear you.
See how the mouth of blasphemy wanted to make people see the dead lights and make them, you know, be blinded, become blind. So basically he's just trying to say, you know, Lucifer always trying to, you know, blind the minds of the world to war against the Son of God. Make people see them dead lights. That's why they had her in that light like that, you know. So you remember on the show too, on the movie Selena, you see how they had the, they said the stage is cracking, Because remember I was talking about the veil. Remember it was a big crowd. It was like 100,000 people. You know, as it's written, many will be gathered unto the Lord. So that's why a lot of them have to die on that March 31st, because, you know, that goes into the time, you know, when spring kick in, and then, you know, you're going into the moon energy when they do their moon worship. You're getting ready for Easter, you know what I mean? When they do their ritualistic, blasphemous Easter holiday, you know, when they know that, you know, they know Yeshua was crucified. So that's why they got to do their high level wickedness, you know.